afternoon, YouTube friends. My name's Jackie. Welcome to Gone Potty Gardening. What a glorious day. Let's get gardening. Today I've been doing a couple of little things in the polytunnel. I've been finishing off the onion rack because I noticed the onions are getting big and bulbing up now, and they won't be that long now before, we'll be able to pull them up and dry them out in the polytunnel. So that was a job I've been meaning to do for a little while. As you know, we did the garlic rack, didn't we? So yeah, I've got on and done that. I'll show you. So there it is, hanging up there, and I've got some better rope there, so it's nice and strong. And actually, the wire has got bigger holes than the garlic wire, so which you need really for the onions, for all the green to hang through, So yeah, I was quite pleased with that. I was a good job finished. So another job that I've been meaning to do for a little while, but on purpose I left it a bit later because the weather's been so rotten and wet, was getting some more of the potatoes in. Now I've got two varieties left to plant. This is Centanta. You see the chits are quite good on those, aren't they? So I've got a tray of those to plant, and some of these, and these ones are queens, which actually are a second early, so they're due to go in right now. So that's what I'm going to be doing now, and that's another job that I'll be happy to get out of the way, because what I tend to do, I don't know about you if you're the same, I tend to skip from one job to the next and never finish one job. So today I've promised myself that I'm going to plant these and then get on to the next job. I've got lots of plants outside that need to go in the garden, and all the rain and bit of sunshine has brought all the grass up, so there's lots of strimming and weeding. So still a busy time, a really busy time, but I'm going to get some of these planted. I won't go through all of them with you, but I'll just go through a bag, and then I'll finish them and I'll be back with you. But let's get one bag done first. I'm not sure if you all know what I use to plant the potatoes in, but I'll show you quickly because we have got new subscribers to the channel. These are bags that we bought online. They have handles, they have holes at the edges there and holes underneath. They can hold about 50 litres of compost. So what I should be doing in here probably is putting about 5 seed potatoes in each bag. I'm going to start off, because I've got so many to do today, I'm going to start off just using a bit of compost in the bottom with some feed and fertiliser, or extra fertiliser, and I should top them up with this soil. Do you remember the soil we got delivered? Because there are some potatoes outside, first earlies, and some potatoes from the potato challenge at Erica's Little Welsh Garden. They all need topping up with soil, so just to get these out of the way, I'm going to do them with a little bit of compost, put them outside, and then when I'm outside I'll top the other ones up, and when these come through I'll top them up with earth as well. What I always do first is I roll down the edges, because we're only going to be using the bottom part for planting until they grow up. So to make it easier for me to handle the bag and that, I roll it down the edges, and then I can always roll it back up after. So I'm going to put a bit of compost in the bottom first. This is a general purpose multi-compost, and as you know, you're all gardeners, but if you don't know, seed potatoes grow upwards, and that's where you get your potatoes. So we don't have to start off with lots on the bottom, just enough to get them going. But what I'm going to do is do 2 layers, so it gives the potatoes a bit more room each. So the ones I'll be planting first are the Centanta. They've got lovely chits on them. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a bit of fertiliser to the soil while I'm putting it in the bottom. Now I'm going to put a handful of grow more in there, and a little scoop of chicken feed, chicken pellets. There we are. And I should give that a good mix around with my hand. Now we have got our own chickens, I know, and we could use our own chicken manure, but it's a bit too fresh, so I've been putting it in the compost bin, so it'll be all right for next time, you know. Yeah, so I've mixed it all together, and I'm going to get 3 of these potatoes up that way, 1 there, 1 there. It's got 2 nice ones on that one, look, and that one there. And then I should put another layer of compost on. Mainly over the potatoes, you know, that I've just put in, really. I'll sprinkle a tiny little bit on the top of that one, and a little bit of the chicken manure. Just move it around gently. And then I'll put another 2 of these potatoes. I'll put one over there, one over that corner there. So I've got 5 seed potatoes in there. I shall put a bit more compost in that, label the bag so I know what they are, and pop it outside. And when the leaves and the foliage grows up, I'll cover it with that compost that we got delivered. Well, topsoil. So yeah. So let's just top that one up. They won't take long to come through because they've got nice shoots on them then. But I might even fill them right to the top when I get them outside, but just for now, for the purposes of getting them in. There you are. So I'm just going to label the bag up and get on with the rest, and I'll be back with you in shortly. It's so true, really. Every time I go to do a video, I get sidetracked and do other things. So I've been doing the potatoes, and I planted up some more tomatoes as well. But I'll show you the potatoes that I've done so far, and tomorrow I'll top them up, like I say, with that soil. But also I want to plant a few bits too. Along this side bit, along this bed here, well, that's the bed that I'll be putting the carrots in, but I haven't done that yet. But anyway, these are the potatoes that I put in first of all, first earlies, and some, like I say, are part of the potato challenge. So yeah, some of these bags I've got to top up, look, quite low, that one. So I'll do that when I do the other ones tomorrow. And the ones I've done today are only just covered, look. So that's my priority tomorrow. But in my mind, I know I've put them out, if you know what I mean. I know I've got to top them up, but that's the way I look at it. So yeah, I've kind of spread them around the garden, look. There's a few there. A couple there, which is what I normally do. There's one over there. Yeah. So that's another job for tomorrow. Now this time of the year, you know, it's a really busy time, isn't it? The season's a bit late this year. But I've got some dwarf kale here that I want to get in the ground because tomorrow we've got rain and it'll be a good chance to get it, you know, established with a bit of rain as well. So let's get this planted. Kale is a good source of vitamin C and A, so yeah, it's good in smoothies to eat. It's lovely. So I'm actually going to plant these on the other side of the pea bed. I've got 5 plants, so I'm just going to put some in here. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of multi-purpose fertiliser in there before I actually put the kale in. These were planted, I think, the 23rd of March, so they took quite a while to get to a good size, really. That's because of the weather. The temperatures have been so different, haven't they? But they've got some nice roots on. So yeah, looking forward to them. Give them a good firm in. And what I'll probably do a bit later on is I'll top that soil up a little bit higher than that, and I'll also add more nutrients to the soil at a later stage, you know. But yeah, I want to get these in because of that rain tomorrow. It's a right pest. You can't get on with your garden. Funny time of the year though, isn't it? May, to be like so cold. I've got a t-shirt on, but I do feel a bit cold. Yeah, these need mounding up, you know. So I will add some more soil to this bed. Oh, I feel like I've got a mozzie or something. Itchy head. Drives you bonkers. Right. I mean, you can get normal size kale, but I just got this one because I fancy getting it for a change, really. So we'll see what it's like, what it comes out like. I can't remember what I had in this bed before now. I'll have to look. Really, I could spend all day potting stuff in the garden, but doing potatoes and tomatoes takes a lot of your time during the day. Getting them sorted out. Few weeds knocking around to get the hoe round these beds, because if you put the hoe round, it does keep it down, doesn't it? One more to go. Just get rid of these bits of weed. It don't take long for them to grow back, does it? Let's put a bit round the edge. So I know it's going to rain and it'll water it in, won't it? I'm not going to water them in tonight. The grass has come up like no one's business. Yeah, so sprinkle a little bit there. So that's good, that's another little job done. I sometimes wonder how I even got into gardening, really, because I've always had a small garden, but not like a big garden here. And but when I look back, I think it must have been from my parents, because my dad was in the army and he left the army, and they bought a small cottage with the river at the bottom of the garden, and I think they only had about 100-foot garden, but they grew some vegetables, you know, beans and cabbages, and my dad had a couple of pigs. I had a goat called Ethel. And I used to walk her down the village on a rope, you know. So I think all these sort of things, as you get older, come back to you from your childhood. You know, you know, your parents did it, you do it. You know, I have happy memories, you know, from living on that little small holding they bought when my dad came out of the army. Like I say, the goats and that, and had guinea pigs, you know, rabbits. So it was lovely. It was a lovely upbringing, and I think I've gone back to that, really. I've gone back to my youth with the animals and the chickens and the donkeys and growing food. It's lovely though, isn't it? It's a lovely way of life. It's very quiet and gives you time to think about things, doesn't it? In fact, there was actually a little surprise this week. You remember I spoke to you all a little while ago about buying some hatching eggs from Northern Ireland? Well, they came and I put them in the incubator for 21 days. I did candle them halfway through and they were okay. Well, 4 of them were okay. But in the end, they didn't hatch at all. So I did get in touch with the lady, but she said that the eggs would have been all right. But maybe, like I say before, it might have been the post, you know. So I got 6 hatching eggs of the lavender Pekin hens, and I've put them in the incubator. I've got something in my eye now, would you believe it? Oh. Yeah, I put them in the incubator, and we got 3 little chicks. So I'll pop a little video in now. It's very short, but just so you know what they're like. They're lavender Pekin, and this is them at a day old. So today's video is a little bit short, but I just wanted to check in with you, you know, to say everything's all right. It's a bit, it's down to the weather, lack of video this week. It's so hard, and I've got so much to sow and put outside, and but this week coming is going to be lovely. So you'll be outside with me this week, and there'll be more videos. Anyway, I hope you do enjoy the videos. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up, please comment and subscribe if you've not subscribed already. Some people not getting notifications for the videos. What you can do is unsubscribe and resubscribe and click all on the bell, and hopefully that will, you know, cure it. Anyway, to all you lovely people, let's hope that you all have a lovely Sunday. Well, it's Sunday today, but have a lovely Sunday and the rest of the week. And you'll catch me in the garden quite a bit this week. There'll be quite a few videos, and I look forward to that. Until then, take care everyone. See you soon. Bye. Why not come and join me on Facebook or Instagram? The link is in the description.